אדוני ישמורכם מכל רוע ישמור את נפשך, אדוני ישמור ציצר וביחד מעטו ביד olam. The tzedakah, the daily tzedakah, the continuous tzedakah, let's all do it together. And in Mirz Hashem, it certainly hastens the redemption, which we expect any moment. Talking about redemption, talking about Mashiach. The Rambam, when he discusses the laws of Mashiach, and he says that the subject of Mashiach is found in numerous places in Torah, in the prophets, and so on. But the first place that he quotes is the parsha of this week, where the Torah tells us the story how Balak, king of Moab, was frightened of the Jewish people taking away his land, and he called upon the non-Jewish prophet Bilam, who had the power to curse, also bless, but mainly cursing, because that's the power of evil. Evil is using their power more for negative purposes rather than for positive. And he calls upon him and he tells him, I will give you anything you want, from riches to honors. You just come and curse the Jewish people because I'm afraid of them. Their strength is prayer, so let me combat them on their turf. Prayer. Bilam's prayer, Bilam's curses. Bilam comes, Torah says, whole story, God says him not to go, etc. The story with the donkey of Bilam, let's leave this for now. But then Bilam, instead of cursing, he blessed them a number of times. Amongst them, and this is what Rambam quotes as the prophecy for Moshiach, for Geula. And he says the following. Bilam says, Erenu v'loi ato, I see it, but it's not now. Ashurenu v'loi korov, I behold it, but not soon. Dorach koichav mi Yaakov, a star has gone forth from Yaakov, v'kom shevet mi Yisrael, and a staff will arise from Israel, which will crush the princes of Moab and uproot all the sons of Seth. Adam shall be possessed, and Seir shall become the possession of his enemies, and Israel shall triumph. Says the Rambam, this is the prophecy for the coming of Mashiach. Now one asks the obvious question. Do we need a Bilam, a Jew hater, par excellence, if I can say so, to prophesize about, to tell us about the Geula? Wouldn't it be better that we hear it from Moshe Rabbeinu as an example? Anyone else but Bilam. He should be the last one that should tell us about our redemption. So the Rebbe comes and says, in here lies the whole secret, the whole beauty of redemption. What is redemption? Redemption is a transformation of the world, perfection of the world. Not only for the Jewish people. It's going to perfect all of humanity, where human beings are going to become proper human beings, behave as human beings are supposed to behave. Righteously, correctly, honestly, kindly, charitably, humbly, peacefully. This is what is expected, and this is what's going to be with human beings. Not only the Jewish people. The whole world will become filled with the knowledge of God. The Malach ha'aretz, as Hashem says, the Rambam, quoting the verse, the entire universe is going to be filled with the knowledge of God. What means the universe? All the human beings on this universe. They will also recognize and accept the word of God. And therefore, says the Rebbe, the prophecy doesn't come from Moshe Rabbeinu. The prophecy comes from one who is part of this wicked world, one who is part of this corrupt world, such as Bilam. That even Bilam recognizes the truth of godliness, and therefore he's the one who prophesies it. Similar to the idea that the Jewish people couldn't leave Egypt until Pharaoh opened the gates. With all the miracles that Moshe Rabbeinu did the entire year, it was all wonderful. But ultimately, they had to wait till Pharaoh recognized and accepted. Once Pharaoh also recognized, that's when they were free. And therefore, the prophecy is coming from Bilam. But he said it in his terms, says, in the future, would be a Jew would say right away. But Bilam sees far away.